Hello everybody, Kacha here. Today we're giving this vintage dresser a makeover. We got this beautiful vintage dresser, I don't know how old, I think probably 100 years old. And it has all kind of problems going on here. Everything is just like kind of in horrible shape. It wasn't really taken care of. We have a veneer, I have veneer missing on this side. I started fixing that, so I'm going to finish that with you guys. I'm going to show you how to deal with that. Overall, dresser is not in good shape. The top seems like either it was changed or somebody refinished the top, but it doesn't really look good. It looks horrible. I will be using Sloan chalk paint, which sticks to everything. You don't have to sand and prime in most of cases. You just have to give it a good clean and Sloan will stick to everything. It comes with a mirror, which is probably the reason why I bought it. This mirror is so gorgeous, has a beautiful shape and woodworking on it. First thing first, we're going to get this thing clean because it's in horrible shape, it's dirty, and I'm going to show you how dirty this can get.
From my window, sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, KG saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone.
So when you're prepping your pieces, I always say clean your pieces a lot and make sure to get in the drawer, under the drawer, behind the drawer, and inside your pieces. The most important part, that's year of dust collecting there. This piece is nasty, like you probably can't see that, but I can feel this piece is completely nasty, and to get a good finished product, you need to have a clean piece. So just clean your pieces.
Wake up, yeah. We can spend all day.
This is the second water that we changed, and you have to change like multiple waters when you're working on these old pieces because they're just nasty. Who knows what came out of this piece. I love this cleaner because it's not rinse. You don't have to rinse it. It's like substitute, TSP cleaner substitute, but you don't have to rinse it off. So it's amazing product. I still use bucket and water and wash everything. So it's all clean now. I'll put the jars back in and we can let this dry overnight because I love to let my pieces dry overnight. The day in the morning I have a fresh dry piece to start painting. Now I'm going to put the wood filler on the side where the veneer is missing, and the reason I'm doing it after cleaning is because I want it to dry overnight as well, and then in the morning I'm going to sand it lightly with the surf prep. I got this plastic wood, so I'm just going to apply everywhere. So now we are going to paint this piece using Sloan Athenian Black. I'm going to do a second coat now. The first coat is completely dry and I'm painting in every which direction because this piece is in horrible shape and I'm not trying to make it look perfect. I'm not going for a smooth finish. So I'm just painting in every which direction, and Sloan, this black color has amazing coverage, as you can see. And I'm using a large bristle brush because everything goes much faster with a large size. So here we have a little bleed through and we're going to use spray shellac. This is great when you have a little spots of bleeding here and there and you want to keep on going. You just spray this and you repaint over it and you're good to go. So this is going to dry in about 10 minutes. And as soon as this is dry, I'm going to add another coat all over the top. So I have an idea for these drawers to use Redesign with Prima stamps with their metallic paint on these drawers inside the design here. As you can see, it has these little borders. So I'm going to try to stamp inside these. Redesign with Prima makes these really high quality rollers. You get 6 inside and that's what I'm going to use. It's not 6 rollers, it's 4 rollers, it's 6 pieces, including the thing for rolling and the actual handle. I'm going to use this because I don't want to stamp on some areas. All right. So this paint is really highly pigmented metallic paint. Get some paint on there. You don't want too much, actually less is better in this case. And then since blue left, we're gonna move this and you are going to roll that on a stamp. You want to cover everything. All over. If you want the faded look, then just don't cover everything. You get the stamp, has paint on, and don't wait too long. Just go wherever you want your stamp to be. And I'm going to do it this way. And you want to kind of press. And that's it. I'm going to clean this with a black paint. And I'm going to do a little of stamp here to connect. Just a little bit. It's pretty easy to use. It looks hard, but it's easier than stenciling. That's good. So we are going to go over all these with black paint to get a clean lines. So now I'm gonna stamp this one, but we have to put the paint again.
gotta have an end to. What you want, really? I don't know, but you're always telling me what I should do. Get off my back, I don't like it like that. I've had enough, I am about to snap. I'm fed up with this, I'm getting sick of it. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with this, I'm getting out of it. I'm fed up with it. I don't care about your stories, I don't care about your glory days.
So I got my stamps on. This is another damask design. I already told you I'm obsessed with damask, and I'm going to go over now these areas over with Sloan chalk paint because I don't want that.
Don't try to pull me down your rabbit hole. I never asked for your point of view. Don't keep telling me what I should do. I'm fed up with this, I'm getting sick of it. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with this, I'm getting out of it. I'm fed up with it.
I put the drawers in to see how it looks together. I love how it looks, but I definitely have to do something with the top drawer. I have to add gold more. So what I'm going to do now is get a little detail brush and start adding gold to the drawers and to the details. For the hardware, I'm using this vintage gold gilding wax. I decided to go with this because it's so easy to use. You just get it on the brush or your finger, if you prefer, and you apply it on. It's air cure and it sticks and it dries nice and it's just perfect. The reason I'm not using the paint is because it will flick off the hardware without a primer. So you will have to prime and then paint. And that's why I love gilding wax. So right now I'm using the razor blade to remove all this chalk paint on the mirror. It's super easy. You just need a new razor blade and it comes off easily.
I'm gonna skip breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town.
Now we're done, everything is dry. I'm going to seal this paint with Sloan clear wax using this Redesign with Prima waxing brush.
Me down, feel alive when I'm in this town.
So what I'm doing here is just grabbing some clear wax
Break me, no.
and applying it. You always want to go kind of with the grain, where the grain was. And then after I'm going to go over with a black cloth, with a black t-shirt to wipe any extra off.
Faster car.
We got some hair going on in here and that's all normal. you get this hair when you're working with natural bristle brushes. So just pick it out and keep on going.
And I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip.
So the reason you want to use a black t-shirt or any cloth is because it doesn't leave white
Just what I
lint behind.
try.
If you use white on black or any dark color, you will have piece full of little white things, and it doesn't look pretty.
Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
When it comes to Sloan clear wax, it's probably the toughest one to apply, but that is because it gives you the most protection from all clear waxes out there.
I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, nothing can break me.
So here is the piece, it's all done. I really love how everything came out.